Il cuore del buon pastore non è soltanto il cuore che ha misericordia di noi, ma è la misericordia stessa. Lì risplende l'amore del Padre. Lì mi sento sicuro di essere accolto e compreso come sono. Lì, con tutti i miei limiti e i miei peccati, gusto la certezza di essere scelto e amato. Guardando a quel cuore, rinnovo il primo amore, la memoria di quando il Signore mi ha toccato nell'animo e mi ha chiamato a seguirlo, la gioia di aver gettato le reti della sua vita, della nostra vita sulla sua parola.
Well, I think he sees priests as the agents of the divine mercy. Our primary job is to be bearers of God's mercy to the world. And so priests have to hear the message of mercy and take it in if they're going to be the effective bearers of it. They have to experience God's love and God's mercy then to be the ministers of it. So I think that's why it's so important for priests. The Pope knows that he can't do it all on his own, but now priests have got to be his agents who are bearing this message to the wider world. That's what I hear him saying now to deacons, to priests in these last couple days. God's mercy is meant to divinize us, and therefore it's meant to change and to overcome all those forms of resistance in us. So I use the example from the woman at the well that, Jesus calls her out. He says, well, call your husband. I don't have a husband. Yes, you've had 5, and the one you're living with now is not your husband. And so he makes this very strong moral demand on her. He's won her over by the winsomeness of the offer of grace, but then that grace is not cheap. That grace is a demanding grace. There's a sort of bipolar logic within Catholicism. I mean this very much as a positive thing. We're not an either-or religion, we're the great both-and religion. So you can never overstate the divine mercy, that it crosses all the borders, nothing stands in its way, it moves into the arena of sin, it can never be trumped, all of that. At the same time, it's not a zero-sum game, as though the more you say about mercy, the less you say about demand. In fact, just the opposite. The Church says yes to both of them with equal vigor.